you. Congratulations to your girls.
Okay, now introduce the teams.
Huh?
Who's visiting, Emery or Millard?
You hear me?
I got some background now. Very.
Game of the first round, play-in games. This one between Millard Eagles and the Emery Spartans. We're having a little trouble with our pregame, which was the Snow College pregame show, but now we're about to start. We welcome also those of you from Emery that will also be receiving the feed. So we just getting started. Emery gets the tip. They got the ball underneath, turnaround jump shot, no good. Down with it is Rasmussen, knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. It'll be Emery ball underneath their own basket. And off the hands of Bailey Rasmussen. Triggering it inbounds will be Emily Olson for for Emery. Lob inside, jump shot up, no good, comes down in the hands of Emily Barber. She double dribbles, yeah, they finally got her. It's a nice move, but it's not legal.
That little hesitation kind of threw her off.
It'll be Emery ball now, just about mid-court. They'll trigger in, comes into Bailey Griffin. She'll approach the offense. Pass on the left side to Johnson, now to Rasmussen. Down inside, nice up and in by number 12, Ashton Bell for the first points of the ball game. 2-0 for the Emery Spartans.
Emery's got some pretty good size. They do a good job of getting the ball in there to their low post. Millard will have to kind of collapse, I think, to take them out of their ball game.
Millard doesn't have a lot of size. They've struggled with that during the year. So now they got a backdoor cut by Emily Barber. She's stopped by Rasmussen. Rasmussen will make the foul. It'll be a two-shot foul, and we'll go back to studio and grab a quick ad for 30 seconds.
Emery Telecom is proud to offer the latest services that fit your lifestyle, like standalone Extreme Internet to power all your devices with no phone line required. Fast, consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video, laptops, tablets, even smartphones. So you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed up to 40 megs, all at great low rates with no phone line required. Choose standalone internet from Emery today. Call or visit emerytelecom.com to learn more.
Emily Barber had 2 free throws, missed them both. Again, that foul was on Rasmussen. Emery got the rebound, although she fell down with it traveling on Emery, so Millard will inbound underneath their own basket. Goes in the corner to Barber. She tries to go inside, knocked away. Ball is fought for in the low post now. Finally up with it is number 15 for Emery, Emily Olson. She'll be ahead to Johnson now. Quickly ahead and up and in, missed a layup shot inside, battle for the rebound. Barber comes down with it, she's on the ground, can't get rid of it, finally does to Lemon. Lemon being guarded by Johnson, finally gets it across midcourt, give off to Kinley Penny in the corner. Now they'll go up top, back to Kinley Penny on the right wing, looking to go inside. Emery in a zone right now. Emily Barber with a three-point shot outside, rims off, that's no good. Rebound is fought for, and they're going to call a jump ball. That will go to Millard High School.
Emery, 2 trips down the floor, 2 different defenses. Millard's going to have to pay attention to whether they're man or zone if they're going to keep switching it up.
Again, Emily Barber will inbound it for Millard. 4 across the top. They'll go outside to Kinley Penny. Back in the corner to Emily Barber. Back to Kinley Penny. Now they'll go back up top. Right, left wing. Dribble, drive across the top. A reach-in foul by Bailey Griffin. Really no need for that foul.
No, it was just kind of one of those that wasn't going anywhere, nothing gained. Why reach in?
It'll be the second team foul, just the first foul on Griffin, and Millard will have it in their own end. Kinley Penny with it, she'll go to the high post. Kickoff now in the low post to Kenley Lemon for a 2-point shot. Kenley Lemon, first points for the Millard Eagles. Millard now at the full court press, and Emery able to break that fairly easily. Griffin with the ball, dribble to the right side, give off to number 15, Emily Olson. She'll dribble back across the top. Lob down inside to Rasmussen. Easy basket for Bailey Rasmussen inside. Millard now back on the attack.
Looks like Emery's back in their 2-3 zone.
They get it to the high post. Nice pass to the low post, and up with a shot is Kenley Lemon, and she's going to be fouled by number 12, Ashton Bell.
And I think that's her second, that they gave that first one to her instead of to the Olsen girl.
That's interesting that would be her second foul quickly. The coach from Emery has sent a player to the desk, and it is the second foul on Ashton Bell. Kenley Lemon at this line for 2 shots. First shot is up and good. And into the game for Emery will come number 23, Lexi Huntington. And Bell will take a seat with the 2 personal fouls early. Giving Millard Emery still has the lead at 4-3. Rebound on the second shot comes down to McKenna Rowell. She falls down. They'll call traveling. And so Emery will have it in the back court. They'll come into Griffin. Back now to Olson. Ahead to Johnson. Down inside to Rasmussen. Easy layup. She misses that. Gets her own rebound. The ball's knocked away from her and out of bounds. Boy, she's getting about every rebound down in there.
Yeah, but she's missed 3-point blank layups too.
Well, that's lucky for Millard, I guess, but she's getting an awful lot of rebounds. She's big down in there, and they're having trouble with her. Emery inbounds it. They'll give it off. Number 15, dribble penetration. Olson, that's no good. 3-point attempt, that's no good. Rasmussen with the backside rebound, and she lays it up. She doesn't miss that one. Millard now having some trouble getting the ball up court. Give it to Kenley Penny at midcourt. She'll come across the timeline, and then she'll go off to Emily Barber, and then to McKenna Rowell. Back to Kenley Penny. Barber, reverse pivot down inside. They're trying to attack the big girl, and number 11, Kessler with the ball, tries to go up with a shot. They're going to say she's held by Bailey Griffin.
That's
her second. It'll be a common foul out of bounds underneath, and they get a substitute in quickly for her. Also for Millard, number 2, Anna Camp will come into the ball game. For Emery, number 13, Cassidy Labrum comes in to replace Griffin. Quick pass inside, goes in the corner now to Barber in the post to Kessler, and she don't know where to go with it with big Rasmussen on her, and she's going to be called for a travel. That's intimidation by the size.
They've got 2-3 big girls that it's just something Millard's not used to playing against.
Quickly ahead with a full court, half court pass to Johnson. She'll dribble, penetrate down the baseline. Double team there, gets it back out now to Olsen. Olsen reverse pivot, nice job. Shot goes up, partially blocked, comes down in the hands of Kessler, and Kessler will give off to Anna Camp now, and she'll bring it up court. Millard not able to get the offense going, but they're dodging some bullets with their defense. Ball knocked away from Kinley Penny, and in Penny's efforts to get the ball back, she's going to be called for a personal foul. So that'll be Kinley Penny's first foul, first team foul on the Millard Eagles.
Millard's in a full court press, trying to harass Emery, trap him when it first comes inbound, and then try and recover and get back, stop him from getting a layup.
Ball tip, it comes to Johnson. Johnson penetrates down. There's a little jump shot, about a 10-footer, and that's up and good for Johnson as she's able to put Emery ahead 8-3 now. Emery comes with their own full court press. It's a 2-2-1. Long pass is able to beat that, driving back into their 2-3 zone. Millard weaves it across the top, looking for some help. They haven't been able to hardly get much inside. Attempt pass from the high post to the low post, knocked away by Emery. Kinley Penny comes up with it, and she'll give off to Barber, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Millard ball in their own forecourt, and McKenna Rowell will come in for Chantel Kessler. 8-3 for the Emery Spartans. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball goes to the high post, kick back out to Emily Barber. 3-point shot up, no good. Kinley Penny with the rebound. She's going to go up in traffic, and it comes down, going to be tied up now.
Number 2, Camry Johnson with the foul there.
That'll be the fifth team foul on the Emery Spartans. Millard only with one, still not a shooting foul. Pass comes into Kinley Penny, looking for the three. That's not there. Anna Camp with the ball. She goes up with a 3-point shot, hard off the rim. Kinley Penny with the rebound. She's looking for the 3-point shot. That's up off the front rim.
Oh.
Bodies are flying, no fouls called. The ball comes quickly ahead in the forecourt. And number 13 with the ball, Cassidy Labrum, and that's no good. It's wild and woolly, but not much good's happening.
No.
Millard's going to take it. Millard will take a timeout, and we'll take a timeout with them. It's a full timeout, 1 minute.
Emery Telecom is proud to offer the latest services that fit your lifestyle, like standalone extreme internet to power all your devices with no phone line required. Fast, consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed up to 40 megs, all at great low rates with no phone line required. Choose standalone internet from Emery today. Call or visit emerytelcom.com to learn more.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
You still got me?
Welcome back to Emery High School. Excuse me, not Emery High School. That's the same colors almost, but we're at Orem High School again. The score is 8-3 for the Emery Spartans. Just about 3 minutes left in this first quarter. It's kind of rough and ragged, kind of out of control for both teams. Millard with the ball. They will come across midcourt. Emery's in a kind of a half-court trap now. They do get the ball to the high post, and McKenna Rowell is knocked down as she tries to pass the ball out. Ball goes out of bounds off Emery. It'll be Millard ball underneath their own basket.
A rough ball game to start with. Hopefully it settles down before too much longer.
You got to figure whichever team gets settled down and gets under control probably have a chance to win this thing. Kinley Penny with it just inside the three-point line. Kinley Penny, and she's going to hit a basket to put it back to an 8-5 ball game. Johnson with it across midcourt. She'll give off to Olsen. Down inside to Big Rasmussen, up with it. She misses the shot. That's really the only hope Millard's got down in there because she's so big and strong. The only hope they got is if she keeps missing them.
And if she slows down and makes them, Millard's going to be struggling.
Millard back on the attack now, trailing 8-5. Gets the ball to Penny. She goes down inside to Rowell, back to the top of the key to Barber. The ball's knocked away from her, and they're going to call a jump between Rasmussen and Barber. And it will be Emery basketball. Inbounding the ball again will be Labrum. She'll get it in now to Olsen. Emily Olsen comes across out on the right wing, back to the point to Labrum. Now they'll bring Olsen back to the point. She's handing the ball. Millard in a 1-2-2 zone, looks like, or a 1-3-1. They're trying to stop that size down inside. Johnson with it. Back to Olsen, back in the corner now to Johnson. They got Rasmussen down low. Give off to Olsen, back to the top of the key to Labrum. Labrum up with a 15-footer. That's no good. Anna Camp with the rebound. She's being in the corner. Did they call a foul?
I think so. Or out of
bounds. No, this must have called out of bounds. They're just going to give the ball back to Millard. Into the game for Millard will be Emery Larson, replacing Kenley Lemon. Larson with the basketball will come across midcourt, give off to Penny. Off the side to Barber. Barber with a layup. That's up and in by Barber. 2 points for Emily Barber, making the score 8-7 now, again for Emery High School. Back against the zone of Millard. Johnson in the corner beats the pressure there. Give off to Labrum. She's going to go off to Emily Olsen. Olsen with a three-pointer. Well, that looked like a second thought, but it went in. And it'll count for three, pushing it back to 11-7 lead. Now the ball goes to Penny. Down inside to Rowell. Back in the corner to Larson. Larson with a one-bounce dribble. Up with the shot. No good. Rebound by Rowell. That's partially blocked. Down with it is Anna Camp to Penny to Larson.
And we got a whistle someplace for something.
We got a foul down inside, looks like to me, on Rasmussen. 22. Holding Rowell.
Bailey Rasmussen, number 22 for Emery with the foul there.
Yep. Chantel Kessler back in the ball game now for the Millard Eagles. Millard has it on the common foul. And
we got an offensive screen.
So on the inbound pass, number 3, was it, or 23?
Emery Larson.
Emery Larson with an illegal screen on the inbound. So Emery gets her first foul, only second team foul against the Millard Eagles. Again, Emery looking down low, not able to get anything there. Ball is stolen, Anna Camp on it. And she does not have numbers, however. Give off to McKenna Rowell, up with a 10-footer. McKenna Rowell over the top of number 23, Lexi Huntington for two. Puts it back to a 2-point game with 6 seconds left. Olsen with it, drives the lane. Going to give off in the corner to Johnson. Johnson up with the last second shot. Off the front of the rim, no good. And it'll be the end of the first quarter with the score 11-9 for the Emery Spartans. We'll be back in 1 minute.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
BK's Stop and Shop in Huntington rewards its customers for filling up at its Sinclair fuel station. Not only do you keep your vehicle running smoothly, BK's keeps you going with a free 32-ounce fountain drink when you fill up with at least 8 gallons of fuel. Pump 10 or more gallons and not only receive a free drink, but also get a stamp toward a free medium pizza on BK's frequent fueler card. BK's, quick, delicious, and local.
Welcome back to Orem High School again. We just at the end of the first quarter, the score 11-9 for the Emery Spartans. It was kind of a rough and tumble first quarter, to say the least.
I'm not sure the officials have got a flow going. I'm pretty sure the players don't. Eventually this will all settle down and we'll start to play some good basketball, I'm sure.
Millard will have it first on the alternating possession to start the second quarter. They are on their own side weaving down that left side. Nothing going. They give off to Emery. Kenley Lemon down inside to Rowell, back out to Camp. Then off the right side now to Kessler. She'll give off to Barber. She'll come back to top and reset it. Tough zone by Emery. Nice drive. Whoa, and up and in is
Nice
Kessler.
move.
I hope you're watching on TV because I'm not going to try and describe that one.
Running hook shot.
Ties the score now at 11. And Emery back on the attack now. Johnson with it in the corner. She's looking to come back to Griffin up top. She'll go to Olsen instead. Excuse me, that's not Olsen. That's Bell. Ball stripped away from her by Anna Camp on the attack. Kenley Lemon with a quick shot. That's no good. And Bell with the rebound. She'll give off to Griffin. And Griffin on the attack now with the tie, scored tied. In the corner they will go to Labrum. Johnson with a three-point attempt from outside. Hard off the rim. No good. Ball batted around. Comes down. Anna Camp comes up with it. She throws it because she's about to fall out of bounds. Did not realize that Kenley Lemon had fallen down also.
But it was much better than giving it back to Emery right here in their front court.
Ball around the top of the zone now for Emery. Drive inside by Griffin. Kick back out to Johnson. Johnson with a three-point attempt. No good. Ball comes down to McKenna Rowell. Foul by number 2, Camry Johnson. Her first, I believe. Millard will now be in the 1-on-1, so she's in 2 also.
She's got 2 also.
So with a 1-on-1 foul shots coming, let's go back to the studio for a quick 30-second timeout.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Welcome back once again. The free throw, though, on the 1-on-1 attempt was no good by McKenna Rowell, and Millard's kind of hurt themselves with free throw shooting. They're not shooting well so far from the free throw line. Emery with it on the attack now. Again, the score is tied with 6 minutes in the half to go. Kind of a flying hook shot by Johnson's no good. Rasmussen with the rebound. Pass back outside, stolen by Kenley Lemon with a breakaway layup. Missed the layup. Anna Camp with the rebound. Gives off to Kessler. Kessler goes to the basket and will be hit and fouled. And we'll get the foul here real quick. White 0, that's Bailey Griffin. That's her third
foul.
That's deep for Emery. Third personal foul on the little point guard for Emery High School. Sends Kessler to the line for a 1-on-1, I believe. She hits the first one, giving Millard the first lead of the game, I believe. And out of the game will go Griffin. And that's kind of hard. Third foul in the first half.
Third foul, only a couple minutes into that second quarter. That's a long time to be on the bench.
Second shot by Kessler's good. That'll make the score now 13. 13-11. They haven't got 1 point up there.
It's like everything else. It's a little helter-skelter in here tonight.
Millard still in that zone defense. Pass comes inside, knocked away once again. Rowell with it. She'll give it up to Kessler. Kessler will go to Camp. They just keep trying to pound that ball inside. Millard's been able to knock a bunch of them away. Camp in the corner with it now. Dribble, penetrate, kicks it across. Too big. It'll go off the hands of Lemon and out of bounds. And it'll be inbounds for the Emery Spartans. Rasmussen will get a break now as number 23, Huntington, will come in for Rasmussen. And she's been a beast underneath, but she's missed some layups.
Yes, she has. They're still trying to get the score right on the scoreboard. We got everybody signaling it should be 13, and it still says 12. There we go.
Ball goes inside to Huntington, now knocked away from her and out of bounds. And Emery really does want to pound that thing down inside. That's how they make things happen. They get pounded inside and they kick it back outside. Lob on the inbound comes inside to number 12, Ashton Bell, for a layup inside. Millard's defense goes to sleep, and Bell takes advantage of that to tie the game at 13. Quick pass back to Anna Camp, drive the lane, kick it up.
Ow.
And we got bodies sprawling around down there.
We got a foul as she drove in to shoot it.
Be a 2-shot foul, it looks like. So we'll go back to studio for a quick timeout.
Have you been in a car or industrial accident and traditional medicine has yet to offer relief? Dr. M. Kenneth Thane at Carbon Chiropractic can offer the relief you seek using manual and manipulative therapy to get you back to pain-free everyday life. Dr. Thane is accepting new patients and can treat adults, children, and even pregnant women. Stop by Dr. Thane's office under the Healthy Spine on 39 North, 600 East in Price to keep your spine in line.
Well, welcome back to Orem High School. Again, we're having some technical difficulties. We're never quite sure if we're on or off, so.
Have to be careful about what you say and when you say it. You may be live, you may not be.
So if you catch us in the middle, that's the reason why. We're having a little trouble with the feedback. Not quite sure where we're at. The second free throw was missed by Anna Camp. The rebound came down to Emery, and then McKenna Rowell committed the foul against Emery. Third team foul, so Emery with the ball now. Johnson with it in the corner, looking inside, nothing there. Dribble back up towards the wing. Going to go back to the point now, give off to Olsen.
Emery kind of brings it down and decides they're going to leave it on one side of the floor. Most teams against the zone will reverse it back and forth 3 or 4 times, and Emery just brings it, tries to force it inside.
They're used to loading up, aren't they? Emery's going to call a timeout now, trailing 13-14 with 4:40 left in the second quarter. We'll go back to the studio for a 30-second break.
Stay in the game with the Emery Telcom Triple Play. Catch all the action with Emery Digital TV. Tons of sports channels, plus TiVo DVR to watch games on your schedule. Track your teams and check out video highlights with extreme internet speeds up to 40 megs. Plus, talk sports all you want with Emery Telcom phone with unlimited local calling. Get the winning combination. Call or click emerytelcom.com today for the Triple Play bundle.
That son of yours, the daredevil, he's always on that motorcycle like some kind of juvenile delinquent. When is he gonna grow up? He says, I know, Ma, it's too much fun. Well, I have been on that motorcycle. It is not fun.
Some people want more out of life, and we insure the things that make more possible. Safeco Insurance.
On that and was able to get a lead. It's been a tough ball game. Emery with some foul problems though. One girl with 3 and a couple with 2, I believe.
Yeah, they have two players with 2 fouls and one with 3. The little point guard, Baylor Griffith, has 3 already.
Rasmussen out of the game. Labrum with the ball inside, but instead of shooting it, gave it away. And probably should have taken that shot. Kicks it back to Johnson now. Johnson across the top of the key. They're trying to pin and drop down by the big girls. Now Labrum with it, Bell with it down inside. She turns around and jumps it over the top, giving Emery the lead 15-14. They get it down that far, it's pretty tough to stop them. They're pretty big.
Yeah.
Cross court pass to Camp, nowhere to go. She's going to go down inside, looking for a pass down there. Back up top to Kessler. Kessler tries to drive the lane. She's made a living off of that this year. Catches the high post, drive the lane for a layup, but she'll be fouled there. They'll say the foul is on 2. Johnson.
That's her 3rd foul.
Wow.
And they are rolling the dice.
And they're rolling, and they're going to bring Baylor Griffin back in to replace her.
Who already has 3 fouls.
Wow. Wow. Well, it's a do-or-die game.
I think they just changed their mind.
Changed their mind, didn't they? They pull Griffin back and bring up, instead, they bring up number 5, and that's Lainey Jensen. So, yeah, you can't put her back on the floor with 3 fouls. That's
not with still a half and part of another quarter still left to go here.
It's Kessler makes both free throws, giving Millard a 2-point lead, I believe. But they're slow getting the score up. I believe it's a 2-point lead. I don't know. Maybe it's just 1.
I think it should be 2.
Cross-court pass is stolen by Lemon. She lays it in. Millard's full court trap, giving some trouble, but when you got both your point guards out of there, that happens. Emery struggling to get the ball up court now. Coach is signaling for a timeout. Before he gets it called, though, it's a turnover against the Emery Spartans. Without Griffin and Johnson in there, they're kind of struggling.
No, they've got a couple players out that they're used to being in there, and they struggled to get it across the floor. Gets that full court press.
Ball goes to Camp now. Millard moves it, looking across, back across the top. Going to go inside the post to, excuse me, to Rouse. Her shot's no good. Foul comes down to Kenley Lemon as she shoots a little 10-footer in to give Emery a 10-point lead.
And
they're going to say Emery now stepped across. I think the other official has got a timeout, though.
We're going to see which one gets the bigger vote here.
Well, the fail-safe for an official is to go ahead and give the timeout, ain't it? They are going to give the timeout to Emery, as Emery is really struggling. They needed that timeout. We'll go back to studio for a 1-minute timeout.
Market Express wants to keep you warm this winter and get you where you need to go. Its convenient drive-up window at the Sinclair station will keep you in your car while you get what you want. Great made-to-order food and your choice of beverage. Don't let your diesel fuel gel up this winter. Get to either Market Express location for winterized diesel fuel. You can even let one of their friendly fuelers do the cold work for you. One thing you'll get at both Market Express locations is fast, friendly customer service.
Act like it so. We're at Orem High School. It was only a 30-second timeout. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Millard has moved ahead now to a 5-point lead, 20-15. And Emery with the ball. Now they bring it in. They'll give it off to number 13, Labram. She goes ahead to Olsen. Olsen passes underneath to Bell.
Oh, what a move.
Oh, great move. Great save, really, by Bell as she saved the pass. Was able to catch it, come back in and lay it in, and was fouled on the play.
McKenna Rowell with the foul.
That's McKenna Rowell's second personal foul. Emery will come back with the big girl now. They'll come back with number 22, Bailey Rasmussen. She's had a bit of a break. She's rested up. Free throw shot by Bell is good, taking that lead down to just a 2-point lead now. Emotional swing there. Looked like Millard was in control. And that great play right there by Bell brings it back. Cross-court pass by Millard down the high post. Rolling past the big girl is Kessler. Shot is no good. She was able to get by, but she's not able to convert. She's intimidated by that big girl. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Emery, so Millard will still have it in their own half court. 18-20 is the ball game. Kessler will trigger inbounds to Penny. And she'll go to Barber, now to Anna Camp. Back in the high post. Kessler with the ball, at least she was trying to catch it. And they're going to say she was fouled there by number 13, Cassidy Labram. So Kessler will go to the line for 2 shots, and we'll go back to studio for 30 seconds.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centracom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
First free throw by Kessler is good. The second one's up. It comes off the rim hard. No good. Rebounded by Bell, and she'll give off to Olsen.
They had a sub ready for her to come in. Apparently she didn't want to come out, so she missed the foul shot.
Long attempted shot by number 5, Lainey Jensen. No good. Rebound comes to Millard. Millard on the attack now. Anna Camp cross to the left side. Give off to Kenley Penny. She thought about a 3, but she was an NBA 3. Kessler with a quick shot. And you know, those are shots she normally makes, but she's hurrying them, just flipping them up instead of taking her time to get a good shot. Jensen with the ball. She's going to give off to Bell. She loses it momentarily. Lob inside, goes over her head to Olsen. Olsen up with it, lays it in. Fouled on the play. That looked like that was supposed to go to Rasmussen and fell into the hands of Emily Olsen.
It was a missed throw. Anyway, I don't think it was going to either one of them.
The result of the play, though, is Emery is only down 1 point, scored 20-21. And Emily Olsen at the line for one shot. Foul was on
Emily Barber.
Shot by Olsen's up and good, and that ties it back up at 20.
And we've got some issue with the clock or score.
They're waving
or
the officials over. There's some question on who the foul is on.
24.
The clock, 10.
Who did they give it to?
10. Kinley Lemon. Anyway, they gave it finally to Kinley Lemon, not Barber. Now Millard on the attack. Again, the score is tied 21-21. 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this first half. Millard looking, they're going 4 across, 4 out, looking for cutters down inside. They finally get it to Kinley Penny, but that pass was a little bit hard to handle. They're going to say it's gone off Emery's foot out of bounds. Of course, the Emery folks are not real happy about that one. Millard will have it underneath their own basket. They're going to go out in the corner. Tried to sneak one out in the corner, but quick as a cat, Cassidy Labrum knocks it away and out of bounds. It'll still be Millard ball. Again, the ball tipped on the inbound attempt, this time by Rasmus, and Millard comes down with it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The Emery coach probably has reason to be a little upset here. It's about 12-5. He's keeping his cool pretty good, but this will put Anna Camp back at the line.
And from our view, that one was not a foul, but
the foul was called on Lainey Jensen. That puts Anna Camp at the line. She hits the first one to give Millard a 1-point lead. Second shot is up, and that one's good also. And they're up 23-21 now. And quickly across midcourt is Olsen. Dribbling to the left side, stop, go back to the middle, kick it in the corner to Jensen. Jensen up with a long 3 attempt. That's no good. Ball comes down. Whoa, ball came down in the hands of Ashton Bell. She'll be fouled on the play. She does not make the putback, but she will be at the line.
That one was called on Emily Barber.
That time they get Emily Barber. And that'll be the 6th team foul. It'll put Bell at the line for 2.
Worked out better for Millard there to have one go to Lemon and one go to Barber rather than 2.
They going to put Soraya Swallow in there. She's got the height to match up against the Rasmussen girl. Maybe not the experience, but she does have the height for it. 23-22 now. Second shot by Bell is up. Hard off the rim, bounced again, comes down in the hands of Soraya Swallow. So I guess it paid off. Anna Camp now comes up with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this half. Ball goes to Barber. She'll come back the top of the key to Lemon. Now on the wing to Camp. Dribble back across the top. Give off on the weave to Barber, back to to Camp. Looking inside, can't get it there. Going to go on the wing now to Emily Barber. I think they're trying to get it down inside to Swallow. See if she can make her little turnaround jump shot on him. Anna Camp with a layup attempt. That's no good. Ball comes down. Again, she was intimidated by the Rasmussen girl. She just takes up so much room and she's just so active inside. She's intimidating everything she doesn't block. Emery with it on the far side. They're looking for the cross-court lob pass. They're trying to pin on the backside and lob it across to everybody to the backside to Rasmussen. They just haven't been successful.
Millard's done a pretty good job defensively of packing it around the big girls for Emery, and what Emery's used to doing isn't working.
The only time that was successful is when they missed the big girl and it fell into the other girl's hand.
Yeah, an accidental pass to the other girl.
Bell goes down the lane. Camp does, Ball knocked away from her. Soraya Swallow gets it. Give inside to Swallow. Turnaround jump shot. No good. Rebound Millard. Up with it again is Millard. They're going to say she traveled first. Emily Barber with the travel. So 20 seconds left. The score 22-23 for the Millard Eagles. I would assume here, unless they get a real easy one, Emery will go for one. Ball now goes down inside to Rasmussen. That's an easy one. She struggles with it, loses control, gets it back, throws it off the side of the backboard, and Millard comes down with it. With 4 seconds left, they don't seem to know how much time. The ball gets away. Finally, they just heave it at the basket. That's the end of one half. Oh, 23-22 for the Millard Eagles. I guess you could say it's been an interesting ball game, but it's been kind of crazy. That'll be the halftime score, 22-23. We'll go back to studio for 3 minutes, then we will be back with the Southern Utah University halftime show. Do you have any idea if we are actually on the air?
You're on the
They got some big, tall girls out there, too.
Yeah, but when you have 500 girls, people to choose from.
This is true.
Do we need to hang this up, or are we still?
Oh, did it not hang up?
No, you're good. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. You just said to continue as is, so.
We'll just keep winging it.
Yep. You said it's working.
It's awful tough to do a ball game if you never know if you're on the air or not on the air.
Let's give it up for the Emery Spartans.
The men and women of Nielsen Construction pride themselves in taking care of their customers wherever and whenever they are needed. They provide service in the fields of heavy excavation, road construction, concrete operations, crane operations, welding, and much more. Their trucking division provides coal service hauling for area coal mines, and their fleet of heavy hauling transports provides oversized load transportation for a long list of customers who need material delivered safely and on time. Nielsen Construction is locally owned and a proud supporter of the athletic departments in Carbon, Emery, and Grand County. No matter the size of the project, Nielsen Construction has the experience, equipment, and manpower to get the job done.
University as well as Snow College, whose pregame show got cut extremely short. In fact, there was none because of technical difficulties. But Southern Utah University is, it's a smaller college where you really get involved in what's going on down there. And smaller classes, you get a lot of personalized individual attention in your classes. And they have a tremendous history academically. Great prowess for them down there, great university for all of our young people. Halftime score again, 23-22 for the Millard Eagles. Kind of a rough and tumble situation at times. I think for a while, Millard kind of got themselves under control, built a 5-point lead, and then Emery finally kind of settled down themselves, forged back and got back to a tie ball game. And then Millard gets a 1-point lead at halftime.
Emery had a couple of plays there, that running one-handed shot that she managed to get off before she fell down. The skip pass that went across, bounced through two people, ended up in somebody's arms for a wide open layup. Got them back in the ball game, kind of changed the momentum right there because it was headed in Millard's favor.
Yeah, in fact, with a 5-point lead, Millard had forged ahead, and I think the play you're referring to was a ball that we think was trying to be lobbed. At that time, the low post was Lexi Huntington, number 23. The ball went over her hands, and Ashton Bell happened to be standing there. Caught the ball and laid it in and got fouled. Brought it back to a 2-point ball game and kind of changed the complexity. And then later, you got the same kind of a play out of number 15, Emily Olson, with the same kind of a play, kind of a game-saving play. So that put them back to a tied ball game, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So let's go back to studio for 3 minutes, then we'll be back with some statistics at halftime.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
When only the best will do, come down to the Price Auto Group for a large selection of Jeeps, Dodges, Fords, and Chrysler vehicles. Price Auto Group features an express lane for quick oil and lube services, first choice auto body and paint, and don't worry about what kind of car you have. If it needs to be fixed, the Price Auto Group can fix it. So whether you're in need of a new or used vehicle or a new transmission, the Price Auto Group has exactly what you need.
Emery Telecom is proud to offer the latest services that fit your lifestyle, like standalone extreme internet to power all your devices with no phone line required. Fast, consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed up to 40 megs, all at great low rates with no phone line required. Choose standalone internet from Emery today. Call or visit emerytelecom.com to learn more. Emery Telecom is proud to offer the latest services that fit your lifestyle, like standalone extreme internet to power all your devices with no phone line required. Fast, consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed up to 40 megs, all at great low rates with no phone line required. Choose standalone internet from Emery today. Call or visit emerytelecom.com to learn more.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
Welcome back once again to Orem High School. Again, we are at halftime. This is the Southern Utah University halftime show. The score 23-22 for the Millard Eagles at this point in time. Mr. Louder, Mike Louder will be giving you some halftime statistics.
For Emery Spartans, Ashton Bell had a total of...
Maybe we'll have halftime.
Maybe we'll have... I swear it was on that paper. We're going to go with my paper. I've got her with 10 points. I've got Camry Johnson with 2. Emily Olson with 6. Bailey Rasmussen with 4. I think that totals 22. For Millard Eagles, Chantel Kessler has 7. Kenley Lemon has 7. Emily Barber with 2. Kenley Penny with 2. Anna Camp with 3. And McKenna Rao with 2. Probably the biggest factor of the whole first half was the fact that Emery has Camry Johnson with 3 fouls, Baylor Griffin with 3 fouls, Cassidy Labram with 2 fouls, and Ashton Bell with 2 fouls.
And that the point in time that Millard kind of got control, I think that was the key in the fact that Emery went 3 or 4 possessions, could not get the ball across half court because all their point guards, their little ball handlers, were all on the bench.
Yeah, they had nobody to beat the pressure, and Millard got a couple of steals and easy points because of it.
So it kind of give Millard a chance to get on top of that thing. That could be a real factor. They haven't scored a lot of points, but those fouls, you take those girls off, that could be a huge swing here. It is a do or die, though, so as a coach, you about have to go with it. You haven't got a chance to play around with it.
You know, he was tempted to put the one girl back in when she had 3 fouls and changed his mind. Yep. Probably a wise decision with still over a half of a ball game to go. We'll see how the second half plays out.
We appreciate Southern Utah University for their halftime show. Just a quick word to those people. If you haven't been aware, so far in this tournament, South Summit has advanced, Kanab has advanced, North Sevier has advanced. Summit Academy has moved on. Delta has won their ball game, and North Summit and Manti both have moved on. This is the final game. The winner of this game will play Manti next week in the state tournament. So Emery gets it first on the alternating possession, and they will come inbounds with it. Baylor Griffin with the ball. He should go back across the top to Johnson. Johnson driven way outside by the Millard zone. She's going to give off to Rasmussen way outside. Now it goes to Emily Olson. Looking inside, not able to get it in there. They'll go across court to Baylor Griffin. And she'll kind of come back to the top of the key, back to Emily Olson. They're really looking for Rasmussen on that backside pin. Miller's trying to pin her in. Long shot outside, no good. And Lemon came down with it. She could have been called for the travel. Just as well could have been called a foul or a jump ball. She gets away with it.
Probably
Kenley Penny with a three-point shot on the way. That's no good. Bounces off the top. I thought as long as it didn't hit the support, it's legal.
Unless it goes completely over the top. And apparently that was what he saw, which I'm not sure that was his call. But
7 minutes to go now, still 22-23. And it's Emery on the attack. Miller down in their zone, but they're really trying to double up and triple up on the big girl inside. Emily Olson trouble. She finally gets it away to Griffin. Give it off to Johnson. Now Johnson with a three-point attempt on the way. That one's good.
One is good.
By Johnson. They're going to have to do that to open up the inside, it looks like. Giving Emery a 25-23 lead now.
Emery, like we said earlier, tends to go to one side of the floor and leaves it there, likes to take it to the corner. I wouldn't be surprised to see Millard go double team that once or twice.
Long shot by Barber's no good, but Millard does get the rebound. Pass across court to Kessler. She saves it, but it comes right back in to Bell. Bell up with a nice little fast break. She's able to lay it in for Ashton Bell, and she gives Emery a 4-point lead with that. Great save by Kessler, but unfortunately going right to Emery if you're a Millard fan. Millard going around the top. Now they're going 5 out, making cutters, trying to get the ball down inside to one of their cutters. In the corner to Barber. She comes outside to Johnson. Johnson steals it away from Penny. She's on the attack, and she's going to be fouled in the attempt of shooting. As a coach, you tell them if you're going to foul them, make sure they don't make the basket.
Make sure that it can't score. Foul them early or grab their arm so it doesn't go in.
Shot is good by Johnson. She'll have one free throw. Millard calls a timeout. Let's go back to studio for a full timeout. There's 60 seconds. Welcome back to Orem High School. Dennis Aldridge and Mike Lauder bringing you the action here in this play-in game between Millard and Emery. Emery, as we described to you now, pulled out to a 29-23 lead, and they have Johnson at the line for a one shot to make the three-point play. Camry Johnson making a nice breakaway layup. Shot is up and no good. Comes down, knocked out of bounds, however, by Bell. Ooh, into the benches. She's up and okay, though, and that was Ashton Bell who got a hand on it. Millard will have the ball in the back court.
Kind of surprised on this side of the floor, looking at the other side, there is tons of space over there. And over here, it's like right on the edge of the floor.
Chantel Kessler with a shot a little farther out than she normally likes to shoot, straddling the three-point line, but it's good. First points of the second half for the Millard Eagles. And it's 25-29 now. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this third quarter. Cross pass to Olson looking inside. Millard's content to let them have it out there. They're setting back in that zone. Pass picked off cross court by Kenley Lemon, intended for Johnson. Now they throw a long pass that even the cheerleaders for Millard couldn't handle. Way too big. So it'll be a turnover on Millard, ball back to Emery, and they'll inbound to Baylor Griffin, and she'll bring it across half court. Johnson on the right wing, steps forward, she just hit a three, nobody guards her, and she nails another one.
The way she was attempting in the first half, you knew she was expecting herself to make them, and the coaches had confidence in her.
Well, it's time now for Millard to maybe play a little defense on her. She has proved herself. The attempted pass inside, knocked away, picked up by Millard, back to the top of the key to Kessler, puts it on the floor and tries to drive, and Baylor Griffin picks up the foul. That will be her 4th personal foul. And into the game will come number 13, Cassidy Labrum, quickly, and get Baylor Griffin out of there, as they really need her in the 4th quarter. Millard will have it underneath their own basket. That's the first team foul on Emery in the second half. Ball will come way outside to Anna Camp. Looking back in the corner, drive, penetrate, kick back out to Barber. Kenley Penny pass back into Barber. Ball knocked away by Rasmussen. Down court to Emily Olson. Up with it, no good. That shot's no good. Rebound shot's no good. And on the rebound, oh my goodness. The ball is a tie-up, I believe, or have they called a foul? Jump ball, but it brought Cassidy Labrum down really hard. Lucky she didn't slam her head on the floor on that one. That was dangerous. But it was a dunk ball. No, it wasn't anything.
Wasn't a dirty play. Yeah. It was just the way it went. A little force is trying to tie up the ball, and she went down with it.
They're trying to do some backdoor cuts, but they're not making, knowing where the big girl is when they do that. She's knocking the ball away. She did it again. Emery with the ball and a 7-point lead, and they have the ball. They're going to give it up to Emily Olson now as she comes back to the point. Try to lob down inside to Rasmussen. She's got it down in there. Misses another shot. And they're going to go ahead now to Emily Barber, and Barber can't catch up with it. Another turnover by the Millard Eagles. They've lost their composure. Emery has their composure.
And, you know, Millard's kind of dodged 3 or 4 bullets right there with Emery missing some point-blank layups, but then they turn around and give it right back to him every time.
Emery will have it now. They come across into the forecourt. Olson with it now to Labrum, looking down inside. They're holding up the big girl. Shot comes far outside. No good by Olson. Rasmussen with the rebound. She falls down, drops the ball. Millard comes up with it. Kenley Penny on the attack. Gives off to Kenley Lemon. She goes up with a shot, and she'll be fouled by Cassidy Labrum. So with Emily, with her going to the free throw line for 2, we'll go to the studio for 30 seconds.
BK's Stop and Shop in Huntington rewards its customers for filling up at its Sinclair fuel station. Not only do you keep your vehicle running smoothly, BK's keeps you going with a free 32-ounce fountain drink when you fill up with at least 8 gallons of fuel. Pump 10 or more gallons and not only receive a free drink, but also get a stamp toward a free medium pizza on BK's Frequent Fueler card. BK's, quick, delicious, and local.
Is good. The second shot's up and rims around and goes off and falls into the hands of Lexi Huntington, who has come in for Rasmussen now and giving her a spell, putting her on the bench. Labrum with it on the wing, goes up high, way high to Johnson. Now to Emily Olson as they reset the offense. They're going to be kind of content with a 7-point lead to let Millard sit back in that zone a little bit.
They are being a lot more patient this time with what they're trying to do.
Finally, the ball comes around to the high post to Ashton Bell, and she buries a 3. Biggest lead of the game now, 9 points for the Emery Spartans, as they've come out the second half and forgot about the inside game. 3 3-point baskets. Pass comes deep inside to Kenley Penny. Gives off to McKenna Rowell. McKenna Rowell with a shot, that's no good. And with the rebound is Bell for Emery. Give ahead to Emily Olson, ahead to Johnson for a 3-point shot. That's up, and that's hard off the rim.
And a push in the back.
But the foul is going to come down to Cassidy Labrum, but they'll say she shoved first. That will be a common foul. That's not a shooting foul.
That's her 4th personal foul.
So 4th personal foul now.
Well, the board only gave her 3, so.
Okay. Ball will be Millard's ball. 3rd team foul against the Emery Spartans. And Millard back on the attack. Rowell with the ball, looking for the cutter. That's not there. They really do a good job, Emery does, of taking away that backside cutter. 15-foot shot by
Chantel
Kessler is good. Bringing it back to a 7-point lead for Emery. Emery now in the corner now to Emily Olson. Emily Olson up with a 3-point attempt. That's no good. Anna Camp with it. She's ahead of the pack, although Emily Olson streams ahead. Anna Camp goes up with it, knocked away from her from behind.
We're going to have a jump
ball. On the floor. It's going to be a jump ball now. And it looks like it's going to go Emery's way. Anna Camp attempting a little 5-foot jump shot there. And the Emery Spartan coming from behind knocks it down. Good play by Emery. Ball will come into Johnson now. Across now to Emily Olson, being chased by Anna Camp. Bit of a travel there is called by the official. It's a good thing because Cassidy Labrum nails a 3-point shot as the whistle's blown. They've really started to light it up from outside this second half.
And Millard keeps dodging another bullet.
That would have been the 4th 3-pointer. They didn't dodge that bullet though. Another errant pass, a turnover on the Millard Eagles. It'll be Emery's basketball right about midcourt. They'll trigger it in there as Camry Johnson will trigger into Emily Olson. At least that's the attempt. And it does come into Emily Olson.
And Bailey Rasmussen's back in the ball game for Emery.
Well, if Millard has to pull out and play that 3-point shot, she'll be wide open underneath. There's another shot. Goes up, 3-point attempt, no good by Cassidy Labrum. And Millard with the rebound. Quickly across to Emily Barber. Back to Chantel Kessler. In the corner to McKenna Rowell. Her little 15-footer's no good. And did she foul then trying to get the rebound? She did. That will be McKenna Rowell's 3rd personal foul. A minute to go in the 3rd quarter. A 7-point lead for the Emery Spartans, and they have the ball. Ball now being pushed by Emily Olson. Again, up with a 3-point attempt is Labrum. And on the rebound, I was waiting to see what they were going to call. They did call a foul. Just waiting to see how they were going to call it. They're going to call it on number 23 of Emery. That's Lexi Huntington into the game.
Her first. And again, Emery just had another 3-pointer. That one was halfway through the rim and bounced back out.
And Millard's the thing for Millard is they're not converting on the other end. She getting a chance to get back in the ball game. Kessler with another 15. Well, it's actually almost a 3-pointer. It's short off the iron. On the attack now, Rasmussen with it, but she trips on the pass.
And she's going to foul.
And she will grab the player and the ball and get called for the personal foul.
And I have her for 2. We'll see what the scoreboard says because that's the one that really matters.
You know, it's a fast break attempt for the Emery Spartans, but it's tough to throw it to your big person. Same thing for the guys. It's tough to throw it to a big player. They're not used to catching that in a full stream coming down the court. Kessler with the ball on the right side, give off to Barber. She'll go back to the point, or at least try to. In the corner now to Anna Camp. She'll dribble back to the point. Emery's now in a man-to-man defense, so they get this 5-out against that Millard runs. Kessler with it, up with it. Partially blocked by Rasmussen.
Tipped out of bounds.
Partially blocked by her. About the only one trying to push the offense for Millard right now is Kessler. The others aren't even shooting, aren't even looking for shots.
No, just kind of real tentative about their passes too.
So Emery's done a good job with this man-to-man defense. Now they'll go in the corner to Emily Barber off the inbound. She hits the rim hard. It comes down to Rasmussen, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Emery had a great 3rd quarter, forging ahead by 7 points. 8-point swing. We'll go back to studio now for a quick timeout.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Have you been in a car or industrial accident and traditional medicine has yet to offer relief? Dr. M. Kenneth Thane at Carbon Chiropractic can offer the relief you seek using manual and manipulative therapy to get you back to pain-free everyday life. Dr. Thane is accepting new patients and can treat adults, children, and even pregnant women. Stop by Dr. Thane's office under the Healthy Spine on 39 North, 600 East in Price to keep your spine in line.
All right.
Welcome back to Orem High School. Dennis Aldridge and Mike Lauder bringing you the action. A great third quarter by the Emery Lady Spartans as they take a 1-point deficit and forge ahead to now they are up by 7 points, an 8-point swing in that third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter now, they are ahead 35-28.
13 points for Emery in that quarter to only 5 for Millard.
That's a great quarter for them, and it came different than the first half. It came all from outside.
3 3-pointers.
Millard now on the attack on the alternating possession. Emily Barber with it, puts it on the ground, drives to the hoop, lays it up and in with the right hand as she goes right past Rasmussen. If they're going to stay in that man-to-man, that might be the matchup they need to go with right there. 35-30, Griffin back on the court for the Emily Spartans now with those 4 personal fouls. She'll have to be very careful to remain in the game because they need her ball handling. Emily Olsen with it, she'll drive to the left, give off. Almost looks like they've gone 4 corners already to try and pull Millard out of that zone.
Not in a hurry to do anything.
Johnson coming across the top. She'll be hit by Anna Camp. It'll be a common foul by Anna Camp way outside. It'll only be the 3rd team foul for the Millard Eagles. Not a shooting foul. And as usual, the player always says, I didn't touch her.
I almost thought Emery's coach there was trying to call a timeout, and instead Anna reached in and fouled her. Referee gave him the foul.
Johnson with a little 10-footer, kisses off the front iron and goes down. Nice touch by Camry Johnson to extend the lead back to 7 points now for the Emery Spartans. Anna Camp, nobody guarding her, so she'll put up a 3. Hard off the iron, gets her own rebound with hustle. Gives it off now to Kinley Penny. Kinley Penny takes a shot from about 15, and they're going to say 15 was a foul. And it's on number 0, and that's her 5th, Baylor Griffin. And she was saying the same thing. I didn't touch her. I didn't think she was there. I thought it was somebody else.
I didn't see her down there either.
That'll be it for Griffin, though. Unless the coach can talk him out of it, and they're trying.
I've never seen that happen in 25 years.
It doesn't very often, even with replay. So she will take a sit, and in the game will come Cassidy Labram. But Cassidy Labram's had a big impact on the game, too. They lose a little ball handling, but they got some shooting there with Cassidy Labram coming in and some more size.
And Emily Olsen's done a pretty good job for Emery, backup guard there, taking care of the ball for them. So
Kinley Penny misses the first free throw. She'll get a second one. Again, Millard trailing 37-30 with 7 minutes left. Second shot is up and good by Kinley Penny. 37-31 now for the Emery Spartans. And they are on the attack again. And as you stated, the ball handling duties now go to Emily Olsen. She'll go in the quarter to Johnson. Lob inside. And a shot is up and good by Ashton Bell. The lob inside, perfectly thrown to the away hand. Kenley Lemon tried to dive for the ball, missed it, and came down hard. And the officials have called a quick timeout here.
Injury timeout.
Kind of knocked the wind out of her, it looks like. It's not an official timeout, although Miller's trying to milk it for one. McKenna Rowell will be in the ball game now for Kenley Lemon.
And I think what we're seeing is the effect of Emery hitting those 3-pointers in the third quarter. It has kind of opened up the inside a little bit for them.
A quick cut by Chantel Kessler down the lane. She tries to shoot the ball. She's going to be fouled by number 22, Bailey Rasmussen. And while we're shooting free throws, we'll go back to studio for 30 seconds. if we are back on the air. The first shot by Kessler was good. Second shot was not good. Millard with the rebound. Emily Barber tries a reverse layup and misses it. And Emery with the rebound.
Well, we got
and
a
the coach for Emery will call a timeout here. We will go back to studio. It's a 1-minute timeout.
Have you been in a car or industrial accident and traditional medicine has yet to offer relief? Dr. M. Kenneth Thane at Carbon Chiropractic can offer the relief you seek using manual and manipulative therapy to get you back to pain-free everyday life. Dr. Thane is accepting new patients and can treat adults, children, and even pregnant women. Stop by Dr. Thane's office under the Healthy Spine on 39 North, 600 East in Price to keep your spine in line.
Stay in the game with the Emery Telcom Triple Play. Catch all the action with Emery Digital TV. Tons of sports channels, plus TiVo DVR to watch games on your schedule. Track your teams and check out video highlights with extreme internet speeds up to 40 megs. Plus, talk sports all you want with Emery Telcom phone with unlimited local calling. Get the winning combination. Call or click emerytelcom.com today for the Triple Play bundle.
Dennis Aldridge and Mike Lauder bringing you the action here as Emery is ahead 39-32. It's been a pretty good ball game. Close most of the way.
And like we said, you know, they have both teams and the officials have finally settled down. There is kind of a flow to the ball game. It's just going to depend on who could take care of the ball down the stretch and make some foul shots, I think.
Well, and on Emery's side, if they can keep their kids in the game with the foul trouble that they are in. Emery on the attack now. Millard trying to move the defense out just a little bit and put a little pressure on the ball handlers. Cross-court pass to Johnson, being guarded by Camp. She'll drive in, knocked away from behind. She picks it back up. Pass goes inside now, and Big Rasmussen grabs the rebound over the top of everybody. Boy, that's where she's such an animal in there when she wants that ball. And she gets it, moves it to a 9-point ball game.
She just decided she was going to go get that. Nobody was going to get her way or stop her once she got it.
Camp with the ball now, dribble to the left-hand side, down the lane, kick back, and then they call that.
Hand check.
Wow. And then they call that. Makes you wonder, don't it? You can knock them down underneath, but don't touch them out front. Put third personal foul as they've got another player with 3 personals now. Excuse me, that's 4 on Cassidy Labrum. First shot by Anna Camp is good. Millard trying to hang on with free throws, really.
Kenley Lemon back in the ball game for Emily Barber.
Millard's really going to have to crank up their defense to be able to get this thing done. Second shot is up by Anna Camp. That's good. 33-41 now for Emery. Millard goes to a full court press now. Johnson with it. This is where Griffin would really help him. Emily Olsen with it, comes ahead, throws it up, no good. Rasmussen comes down with it, but she brings it down too low and she's tied up. And it will be Emery basketball on the alternating possession. She brought it down and one of the Millard girls grabbed it and tied her up.
And I think that's probably something Emery's got away with quite a bit during the season, is just throw it up there and hope that the Rasmussen girl will go get it for you.
Lob inside on the inbound to Labrum. Ashton Bell, and she lays it up and in. Nice play by Bell. Ball comes to McKenna Rao. She goes up and tries to go over the top of Rasmussen, as she did. Rasmussen was in good position, but she was moving, and she will be called for the foul. So it's a blocking foul, 2 shots for McKenna Rao. Her 4th personal foul. Boy, if Millard somehow could get this thing to overtime, that might be real serious for Emery. First shot by McKenna Rao is up and good. Emery definitely in some foul trouble. I'm sure the coach is quite nervous about it, but he does have pretty good depth. Coming in will be number 23, Lexi Huntington, for the Emery Spartans. They'll get Rasmussen out of there for a while. Also, Caitlin Kessler will come in for the Millard Eagles. McKenna Rao's second shot is also good. That seems to be the only thing Millard can get right now is a free throw.
And they're making them though, so.
Oh, there's a turnover by the Emery Spartans. They try to throw a 3/4 court pass, and unfortunately their player was only at half court.
It'll be Millard's ball back on the baseline because I don't think it was ever touched.
No, it was never touched. It was way overhead. So they're going offense and defense with the Kessler girls as they'll bring Chantel back in now on the offensive end. Anna Camp will trigger it inbounds underneath her own basket. She throws it off the back of one of the Emery players and then shoots it up. It doesn't go in, but that's kind of a cagey play. Fouls on number 13. I believe that's 5 on her.
That is her 5th by what I've got here.
So while we're working this all out, we'll go back to studio for a 30-second timeout.
Stay in the game with the Emery Telcom Triple Play. Catch all the action with Emery Digital TV. Tons of sports channels, plus TiVo DVR to watch games on your schedule. Track your teams and check out video highlights with extreme internet speeds up to 40 megs. Plus, talk sports all you want with Emery Telcom phone with unlimited local calling. Get the winning combination. Call or click emerytelcom.com today for the Triple Play bundle.
Cassidy Labrum, she has fouled out of the ball game, but what a luxury. Labrum goes out and they bring Rasmussen in.
And
that's pretty good.
She got a couple minutes break and a rest over there on the bench in the meantime.
Shooting free throws for Millard will be Anna Camp. She makes the first one and the second one. Moving it back now to a 5-point game for Emery. Millard in a full court trap. Ball is knocked away from Johnson, and Kenley Lemon will come down with it. Emery now extending the defense. A 3-point shot up and good, but the coach had called timeout for Millard, so the shot does not count. We'll go to the studio for a 30-second timeout.
That son of yours, the daredevil, he's always on that motorcycle like some kind of juvenile delinquent. When is he gonna grow up? He says, I know, Ma, it's too much fun. Well, I have been on that motorcycle. It is not fun.
Some people want more out of life, and we insure the things that make more possible. Safeco Insurance.
Down in there. Kenley Penny with another 3-point attempt. That's no good. Millard with the rebound, taken away by Rasmussen, and a foul will be called on the Millard Eagles. It'll be on McKenna Rowell, and that will only be the 4th team foul.
I think they called that on Chantel Kessler, didn't they?
They called McKenna Rowell. Okay. They check. Okay. Chantel Kessler.
We'll take that. 1 foul instead of 4 fouls.
The foul comes into Emily Olsen. The ball comes into her. They give off to Rasmussen. Cross court to Jensen. Jensen being double teamed there. She gets it down to the corner. She's in trouble. Gets it back out to Johnson. Johnson penetrates. Kicks it off to Rasmussen down low. She regains possession and just throws it up and in by Rasmussen. Bailey Rasmussen with a great play there.
Almost went through her hands to her student body section. Instead, she grabs it and manages to make a layup out of it.
Kenley Penny with it on the right side now. Back to the point now to the wing to Kenley Penny. They're trying to get her open for threes. She hits that one. Kenley Penny, just a freshman, hits that shot. They're trying to work plays to her to get her open on the wing so she can shoot them. Maybe the best shooter for the Millard Eagles, especially from that distance. Millard again in the full court press. Emily Olsen with it, knocked away. Comes down the hands of Kessler. She'll give off to Anna Camp. Anna Camp will attempt a 3-point shot. That's off the rim, no good. Kessler gets the rebound for Millard in the corner. Ball pass stolen by Emily Olsen. Great play by Emily Olsen to come and get that ball away from the Millard Eagles. 45-41 is the score. 3:20. Jensen with a 3-point attempt for Emery, no good. Rebound by Bell, that's up and good. So a 6-point ball game now. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. Anna Camp with it. She'll go to Kenley Penny. Way outside, although she did hit that shot once when it didn't count. In the corner once again to Kenley Penny. Travels, no call. Gets up a shot. Going to be fouled by number 2, I believe. But we've been wrong before. That'll be 2 shots for Kenley Penny.
Her fourth foul.
Fourth foul on her. Wow.
Camry Johnson's fourth.
They are in serious foul trouble. Not that it may not matter in the ball game, but they are in serious trouble foul-wise. Kenley Penny's first shot is up, and that's good. Chantel Kessler will come in the game now. 47-42 is the score. 3 minutes left in the game. Kenley Penny can cut it here to a 5-point lead. Rolls around and goes in. It's a 4-point lead now for Emery. Emily Olson has done a great job handling the ball and getting the ball going here. She gets a return pass, poked out of bounds by McKenna Rowell. Emery will maintain possession. This by far the closest and best game probably of the whole day here. The rest of them have been kind of blowouts.
20, 30-point ball games.
Emery will inbound it. Johnson with the ball looking. She'll get it into Emily Olson on the wing. And Emily Olson will back it back out. I think the coach is calling for kind of a rotation. Move this thing out and take time off the clock. Johnson with it now. She reverses dribble, goes back down the lane. Gives off to Rasmussen off her hands.
Little strong with that pass.
She was wide open, but it was way strong from way too close. But boy, she was open.
Yeah, she was wide open. It was just a little bit too much adrenaline behind that pass.
Feather that pass a little bit. That was an easy layup for Rasmussen, excuse me. So Millard dodges another one of those bullets you're talking about. They'll come to Kenley Penny on the left wing, guarded by Johnson. She'll give back to Anna Camp. Now to Penny. Penny thinking about that long three, gives it back to Camp. They've kind of stagnated. They're not quite sure where to go with it. They need to move the ball. Camp with a three-point attempt. That's good by Anna Camp. 46-47 now. Cross-court pass to Jensen. She brings it down. Anna Camp chasing. Ball's intended for Rasmussen. Knocked out of bounds by McKenna Rowell, as once again Rasmussen was open for a layup. McKenna Rowell makes a great play. 2 minutes left to go in the game. 47-46 for Emery. In the corner to Jensen. She fires up a three. I'm not sure she's the one you want shooting that shot at that moment. Oh, turnover Millard. McKenna Rowell looking for help, could not get rid of the ball. Travels with it on the baseline. Emery will get it back. Emery's going to call a timeout. 47-46. Let's go to the studio for a 1-minute timeout.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centracom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
The men and women of Nielsen Construction pride themselves in taking care of their customers wherever and whenever they are needed. They provide service in the fields of heavy excavation, road construction, concrete operations, crane operations, welding, and much more. Their trucking division provides coal service hauling for area coal mines, and their fleet of heavy hauling transports provides overside load transportation for a long list of customers who need material delivered safely and on time. Nielsen Construction is locally owned and a proud supporter of the athletic departments in Carbon, Emery, and Grand County. No matter the size of the project, Nielsen Construction has the experience, equipment, and manpower to get the job done.
Now just a 1-point deficit for the Millard Lady Eagles. Seems to be a little bit of discussion on the sideline as to what's going on here.
How many timeouts we've got left, I think, is the discussion.
Emery does have it underneath their own basket on a turnover by the Millard Eagles. Emily Olson, who's had a great game and has been a tremendous player for Emery Spartans today, kind of has held them together in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's kind of been that catalyst for them the whole ball game with everything that's gone on. She's managed to keep them together.
She's going to come out high to Jensen. Jensen dribbles, drives. She pulls up a wild shot. The young lady has tremendous confidence in what she's doing. So she is fouled. That's the second one on Kessler, Chantel Kessler for the Millard Eagles. And Jensen will go to the line for 2 shots, I believe. First shot is up and down. I guess if you shoot like that, the coach won't get mad at you.
I think they've expected her to make those shots, and that's why she keeps taking them. She did twist her ankle on that first shot. We'll see how things play out now.
She'll have a second shot. That's a 48-46 lead now for Emery. She is hardly putting any pressure at all on that foot. This one comes out, no good. Ball knocked away. Whoa, my goodness. They give the ball back to Millard. It looked like Rasmussen had it, and Barber knocked it away, but they give it back to Millard.
I think that was to make up for not calling the foul on her for being over the back.
And a Camp with a little 10-footer. Ties the score at 48. Pass across to Jensen. And they're going to say Kessler fouled Jensen on that play.
Still out of bounds, though, now. It's
true. Still not shooting free throws. Be out of bounds as that's the 6th team foul against the Millard Eagles. From now on, everything's shooting.
I think we've got a warning for their student body down there.
Oh, I wasn't watching that. Emily Olson with the ball being guarded by Kinley Penny. Goes across the top to Johnson. Knocked away by Kenley Lemon. Out of bounds. It'll be back to the Emery Spartans. Johnson will inbound it. Then get some separation from the coach there. Johnson looking inside. She'll come to Emily Olson. Way outside. Dribble with her left hand across the top. Going to go to Jensen. Jensen with another three-point attempt. And that misses everything and goes out of bounds. It'll be Millard High's basketball underneath Emery's bench or basket. Again, she's willing to shoot that when she's open.
Surprises me that in the situation she'd be taking that, but I'm not in their huddle and I don't know what she's been told.
Millard in trouble outside, gets the ball off to Kinley Penny, now off to Anna Camp. Dribble drive the lane, little 10-footer up, no good. Rasmussen with the rebound underneath. And gives it off to Emily Olson, stripped away by Kinley Penny.
And
they're going to say Penny fouled her on the strip. Emily Olson will be shooting 1-1. Let's go to the studio for 30 seconds so we can have a break. We're back, I think. Millard gets the rebound. Emily Olson misses her free throw. And Millard with the rebound, 52 seconds left. Millard calls a timeout. It's tied, folks. It couldn't get a whole lot closer. Let's go back to studio for a 30-second timeout.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centracom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
First we've done this cheer tonight.
They've done it twice. Welcome back, we think, to the Orem Gymnasium. It is close to crunch time. You couldn't get a whole lot closer. 52-52 is the score. 52 seconds, excuse me, I had the score. It's still tied at 48.
Tied either way, it doesn't matter whether it's 1-1 or 101 to 101, it's still tied.
52 is the amount of time left on the clock. Millard has the basketball in their half of the floor. Now, do you go for one here, or do you take the first shot that comes your way?
I think with the way this ball game's gone tonight, you take the first good shot, especially if it's a layup.
The ball will come inbound to Anna Camp. She'll come off to Kinley Lemon. Kessler on the left wing. Up top to Emily Barber. Now they go to Kinley Lemon. She launches a long three. It's good! Kinley Lemon with the three to give Millard a three-point lead.
Kinley
Penny. Emily Olson on the attack. She brings it forward. Give off to Lexi Jensen. Across to Johnson. Ball knocked away. Taken by Kinley Lemon. Coach is screaming for them to foul. 20 seconds. Millard up by 3. Anna Camp finally gets fouled by number 12, Ashton Bell. Unbelievable comeback by the Millard Eagles. Foul on number 12, Ashton Bell. 17 seconds left. Millard with a 3-point lead, and Anna Camp at the line for 2. First shot by Anna is good. A 4-point lead for the Millard Eagles. Who would have thought this 5 minutes ago?
Big difference, and probably the biggest difference has been Kenley Penny knocking down the threes.
Anna Camp makes her second free throw. 17 seconds left. Emily Olsen on the way. Dribbles to the right-hand side. Goes inside. Tries to kick it back out to Jensen. Jensen with another three-pointer. This one's good by Jensen. 5 seconds.
And we have a timeout.
The coach is going to call timeout. I thought you let that run. The time would have run out of clock. 4.9 left. Jensen, all those shots we said she shouldn't be taking. In the crunch time, she nails a big three to bring Emery to within 2 points now with 5 seconds left. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back for what we think will be the conclusion of this ball game.
I thought Emery's coach is down there screaming and yelling for the timeout.
Get it in. Let the clock run. You're out of bounds. Let it run.
They gave you.
Whose jump ball is it?
Jump ball.
Welcome back, we think, to Orem High School. Again, this game got really exciting both ways. It's been close all the way. Emery had a nice comeback in the third quarter. Millard now with a great comeback in the fourth quarter. They own a 2-point lead with 5 seconds left, and they have the ball underneath Emery's basket. 4.9 seconds left. You got to figure that Millard, if they get the ball inbounds, will be immediately fouled. And Millard just trying to get time off the clock. Now they've gone to 5.8 seconds.
9/10 of a second back on the clock in the confusion to try to get a timeout called.
Kessler with the ball. She's looking to run. She's going to go full court to Emily Barber. Emily Barber needs to touch it. She doesn't touch it. And so the ball will be back underneath Emery's basket. No time off the clock. Oh, that's a terrible break there for the Millard Eagles.
And I think Emery's now going to call the timeout that I thought they took.
Let's go back to studio for a quick timeout. 30 seconds. You got to hit somebody with that ball.
Just get
even
it
if you hit them back here, you got to hit somebody.
Get it inbounds up here, even if we get fouled. Go to the line, make some foul shots.
Well, he told her to watch for her because she was open. She was there, but the pass
wide right.
Welcome back. This game got even closer. Emery now with the basketball underneath their own basket, and look for Rasmussen with some kind of a lob underneath would be my guess. Emily Olsen with the inbound the ball. Emery has formed a line down the lane, and I would be thinking Rasmussen for a 2 here.
A lob or at least get fouled to go to the foul line. Both coaches are out of timeout, so however this plays out is how it's going to play out.
We talk. In the ball, Emily Olsen gets it into Rasmussen. She goes up. It's good! Millard with the ball, and we're going to go to overtime. Whoa, what a turn of events. Let's go back to studio for 1 minute as we go into overtime.
When only the best will do, come down to the Price Auto Group for a large selection of Jeeps, Dodges, Fords, and Chrysler vehicles. Price Auto Group features an express lane for quick oil and lube services, first choice auto body and paint, and don't worry about what kind of car you have. If it needs to be fixed, the Price Auto Group can fix it. So whether you're in need of a new or used vehicle or a new transmission, the Price Auto Group has exactly what you need.
Emery Telecom is proud to offer the latest services that fit your lifestyle, like standalone extreme internet to power all your devices with no phone line required. Fast, consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video, laptops, tablets, even smartphones. So you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed up to 40 megs, all at great low rates with no phone line required. Choose standalone internet from Emery today. Call or visit emerytelecom.com to learn more.
Welcome back, we think, to Orem High School. Again, technical difficulties. We're not sure if we're on or not, but let's set the stage for you. We are beginning an overtime period between the Millard Eagles and the Emery Spartans. Millard forging ahead to a 5-point lead with like 4 seconds left. Emery is able to hit a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer inside to come back to a tie ball game, 53-53. So we'll go 4 minutes of overtime. We kidded around about fouls possibly being a problem if it got to overtime, but at that point, Emery was ahead by 9.
Yeah, and I don't think they've picked up another foul since then either.
Jump ball now in the overtime, going to be hit by Emery, come down to Emily Olson, who's been a tremendous factor for the Emery Spartans. She'll give off to Johnson, back to Olson. Olson in the corner, loses control. Anna Camp up with it. She wisely pulls it down, though. She'll give off to Kinley Penny, back to Anna Camp. And Anna Camp now drives the lane up with a little 10-footer. In and out, no good. Ball knocked loose. Johnson will come down with it and moves ahead quickly into the forecourt. She turns around to make a pass, and Kinley Penny coming from behind steals the pass away. Great play by Kinley Penny to recover on that one. Kinley Penny, I'm getting Larson and Penny mixed up. Kinley Penny hits another 3. Just a freshman, folks, hits another 3-pointer to put Millard up by 3 with 3 minutes left. Jensen now with a 3-pointer for Emery, and she nails a 3.
Three-pointers have been a big difference in this ball game.
She's missed a bunch, but she's kept her confidence, and she's kept plugging in there as the Jensen girl. Kessler with a shot from 15 feet. That's no good. Rebound comes down. Johnson stumbles and misses her shot as she stumbles on a layup, and Millard gets the rebound. Anna Camp dribbles down the lane, throws up a wild one. The ball's on the floor. Millard comes up with it, and they're not calling any fouls at all now. Millard retains possession. They need to get under control here. They have the ball. Take your time, get a good shot. Kinley Penny looks at another long 3, passes up on that one. Barber with it, goes to Kessler on the wing. Back to Lemon at the top of the key. In the corner to Barber. 15-footer by Barber, no good. Rebound Emery. Give off to Emily Olson for Emery. 2 minutes left in this overtime, 56-56. Each side hitting 1 3-pointer. Emily Olson dribbles all the way to the base, brings it back outside. Now looking for help, goes outside to Jensen. She fires a long 3, no good. But Rasmussen with the rebound in the corner, she's in trouble. Ball knocked away from her. Kinley Penny with the rebound. Millard will get possession with 1:45 left to go. Woo!
And we just thought it was going to settle down.
I think this game's close. In the corner now to Emily Barber. Dribble into a 15-footer. Little layup. Up and in. Oh, out again for Emily Barber. How did that one not stay down? Olson ahead to Johnson. Back to Olson. These girls are tired, Coach.
Yeah,
Johnson with a 3-point attempt. That's no good. Barber down with it. No fouls are going to be called here, it doesn't look like to me. Ball knocked away from Barber. She gets it back. Then she's going to be called for the travel. These girls are tired.
Yeah, as soon as the whistle blows, everybody's bending over, grabbing their knees, taking some deep breaths.
Both sides have had opportunities, though, but their legs are giving out at the end of layups. Olson had a tremendous game. Back to Olson. Olson at the top of the key. She looks at the 3, passes that away. They're guarding Jensen now. Johnson with it outside, 58 seconds. They just may pull this out and go for 1 here. Johnson dribble drive penetration, gives off. Down inside to Rasmus, a ball knocked away. Still Emery basketball, 50 seconds left.
This may come down to whoever has it last, has the last opportunity.
The foul trouble haven't been an issue. They haven't called one in the overtime.
No, I think they're well aware of the fact that people have foul trouble and aren't going to call it.
missed opportunity for Emery as they get the shot inside by Bell. She rolls it off the back of the rim, and it comes down to Millard with 40 seconds left. Anna Camp with it. She's looking, going to go to Rowell. Now to Barber. Now to Penny. Looking inside. Layup attempt here for Kenley. Penny, no good. Rebound by Barber. Up with it. Her shot is in as Barber makes the shot. 20 seconds left. Timeout is called by somebody. What do we got here? The official saying my bad.
I think it was an inadvertent whistle.
Inadvertent whistle. No timeout is called. I think the girls were hoping for one, but they're going to say it was an inadvertent whistle. The Emery coach was saying, I didn't call anything. The official was good enough to admit it. He says, it's my bad, no call. So Emery will have the ball. 21 seconds left. Millard with a 2-point lead. Olsen with it, drives the lane, all the way down, lays it up and in is Olsen, and she's fouled on the play. So they count the basket, tying the score.
Emily Barber with the foul.
Emily Barber with a foul. 16 seconds left, putting Olsen at the line for one. Shot is up and good, giving Emery the lead, 59-58.
And we had a timeout before it ever came in bounds.
So Emery will call timeout. We'll go back to studio for 1 minute.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
Welcome back to Orem High School. Dennis Aldridge and Mike Louder bringing you the action. There's been plenty of it. These girls are about beat, folks, on both sides. They're both breathing hard. Setting the stage for you, 59-58 for Emery High School. Millard with the ball, 16 minutes on the clock, 15 seconds. Ball comes into Anna Camp. Anna Camp looking. She's going to go to Kenley Penny, being guarded closely. She's going to throw up a long three. It goes in! Off the glass, it goes in! Millard with a 2-point lead. Johnson with a long three-point attempt. Off the rim, no good! Millard wins! Millard wins! Millard wins! What a shot! Wow!
Coach Rhodes is over here yelling at her, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Oh my goodness.
So she did, and it banked in.
And folks, you have to describe that shot as a desperation. Johnson was right in her face. She threw it at the basket. It goes off the backboard and in, counting for a three-pointer. What a shot. What a desperation. We'll go back to the studio for 3 minutes and come back for post-game comments here at Orem High School. Wow.